Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Monday, April 10, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money, and if you are interested in props and parlay picks, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link to our Patreon and to our new channel in the description and comments section below. Chicago White Sox vs Minnesota Twins. The White Sox send Cease to the hill in this matchup, and he was lights out against the Twins last season, failing to allow a run in 16 innings. He was also stellar on the road with an ERA of 2.00 in 2022. Lastly, Cease has been solid this season with 18 strikeouts in 2 starts. The Twins have scored just 3 runs total in their 3 losses, and I expect Cease to silence their bats in this one as well. Mida pitched well in his first game back since the 2021 season. Expect the Twins to be careful with him once again in this game, and the White Sox to get a good look at their bullpen in the second half of this game. Take the White Sox with the money line. It will be difficult for the Twins to muster even 2 runs in this game. Chicago might put up 4 or 5, but their offense has been adequate to begin the year. It has not been great, it has not been horrible. This is a game that will be low-scoring affair. The under is 4-0-1 in the White Sox's last 5 road games, with the total set at 9.0 to 10.5. The under is 6-1-2 in the Twins' last 9 during Game 1 of a series. Take the under on Monday. New York Yankees vs Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland is projected to go with former Cy Young winner Shane Bieber in the first game of this set. Last week, he allowed 3 runs on 3 hits while striking out 7 against 1 walk Tuesday against the Athletics, but he did not factor into the decision. Bieber allowed 2 runs in the 3rd, and another run came across to score in the 6th on a wild pitch. The right-hander has gone 6 innings in both of his appearances this year, and he's picked up 2 quality starts despite not factoring into either decision. Although he has pitched well, it is worth noting that Bieber's velocity was down across the board. His fastball topped out at 91.9 miles per hour after averaging 91.3 miles per hour in 2022, although it was also down last season, and he made it work. It should work back up as the year moves along. They are off to a good start at the plate, which is a promising sign considering how strong their starting rotation and the bullpen are. If they can continue to get quality production from bats such as Josh Naylor and Steven Kwan, in addition to the always reliable Jose Ramirez, they will win a lot of games this season. The Yankees will go with Domingo German for the first game of this road series against the Guardians. German was saddled with a loss Tuesday as the Yankees fell 4-1 to the Phillies, giving up 4 runs on 4 hits and striking out 8. He did not pitch that badly, but they hopped on him early and the Yankees were unable to give him any run support. The strikeouts were impressive, and according to Yahoo.com, German generated 15 swinging strikes among his 75 pitches. He will have some more success against the Guardians here, as long as he does not give up any game-breaking home runs. Bieber has been hit or miss from the velocity department, and the Yankees will get a handful on him. Take the Yankees to win. Cleveland is projected to go with former Cy Young winner Shane Bieber in the first game of this set. Last week, he allowed 3 runs on 3 hits while striking out 7 against 1 walk Tuesday against the Athletics. Although he has pitched well, it is worth noting that Bieber's velocity was down across the board. His fastball capped out at 91.9 miles per hour after averaging 91.3 miles per hour in 2022. I expect both pitchers to have a good game, but the total is set far too low at this contest, giving Bieber and German way too much credit. Look for both clubs to generate at least 3 or more runs, and the total to go over 7.5 runs. Houston Astros vs Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates have been a decent hitting lineup in the small sample size of the 2023 season, as they are 18th in the majors, with a .734 team ops, while scoring 4.7 runs per game. They are not walking back to the dugout without contact often, as they have 76 total strikeouts at the plate, which is 20th in baseball. First baseman Carlos Santana has been doing decently well at the dish with a .7734 ops with 2 homers, 5 RBI, and 4 runs scored. Roansy Contreras has been doing decently well to begin the season, according to his 2023 baseball saving page, as he is in the 76th percentile in walk percentage. He has 4 different pitches with his sinker thrown 48.7% of the time. Contreras has never faced the Astros, but in 5 interleague games, he is 1-2 with a 4.28 ERA, with 24 strikeouts in 27.1 innings, and that includes his first start of the season. When looking at the batting average of balls in play, there is a bit of a difference, as Houston is 13th with a .301 team BABIP, while Pittsburgh is down at 21st with a .283 BABIP. With no O'Neal Cruz in the lineup with a fractured ankle he suffered on Sunday, the Pirates' offense is going to be less feared and easier for pitchers to navigate. The Astros are the defending World Series champions and should be able to get going. All in all, go with the Houston Astros to win as the more talented team. Our team pick is Houston Astros minus 1.5 runs. Both bullpens have been doing decent thus far, as Houston is 17th with a 4.46 bullpen ERA, while Pittsburgh is 10th with a 3.18 reliever ERA so far. Having 2 solid pitchers such as Roansy Contreras, who batted in his first start, as well as Framber Valdez, means the hitters are going to have a long day going forward. The under is 3-1-1 in their last 5 games against each other, played in PNC Park, so go with under 7.5 runs here. Oakland Athletics vs Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles have lost 4 of their first 9 games. They have played well offensively so far, scoring more than 5 runs per game. They've done a great job against left-handers, and they're batting over .300 against them, so expect them to play well offensively in this game, because Sears struggled on the mound in his last start, giving up 3 runs in less than 5 innings. Their bullpen has also played poorly so far and won't be able to slow the Orioles' offense down in this game. The Athletics have lost 7 of their last 9 games and all 3 road games. They aren't playing well offensively, and they failed to score a run in their last 2 games. They haven't hit the ball well against right-handers and will struggle offensively in this game because Gibson has done a good job on the mound for the Orioles, giving up 6 runs in 2 starts. He gave up 2 runs in his last 2 starts against the Athletics and will keep their offense in check once again. Go with Baltimore to cover the money line. Baltimore is averaging just under 6 runs per game to open the young season, 3rd in the majors. It is way too early in the year to generate any type of conclusions, but with the lineup they have, they should be in the top 10 for most of the year. Oakland is averaging just under 4 runs per game, good for 23rd in the majors, and considering how bad they are, they should remain there for most of the year as well. I expect Gibson to pitch well again, limiting the Athletics to 3 or fewer runs in his appearance. As long as Sears does not get completely blown out of the water, this game should go under with the Orioles holding a Take the under. Miami Marlins vs Philadelphia Phillies. The Marlins are 4-0 in their last 4 games versus a left-handed starter and 5-0 in Alcantara's last 5 road starts versus a team with a losing record. I'll bet on Miami to win the series opener with their ace on the bump. Sandy is coming off another dazzling performance and will be pumped up to continue his strong play against a division rival. Philly is off to a rocky start without Bryce Harper and will be held scoreless by the Miami ace. Strom is not the guy you want in this spot, and the Phillies' bullpen is coming off a poor showing on Sunday. Give me the Marlins at minus 110 to win straight up. Miami is scoring an average of only 2.22 runs per game, and Philadelphia is averaging just 3.25 runs per game. Miami's starting pitcher Sandy Alcantara has a 1.84 ERA and is coming off a complete game shutout victory. The total has finished under in 4 of Miami's last 6 games played on the road and in 9 of Miami's last 16 overall with 3 pushes. The total has finished under in each of Philadelphia's last 4 games. Our total pick is under. Boston Red Sox vs Tampa Bay Rays. The win over Oakland on Sunday made it 3 straight series sweeps to open the season for the Rays. They become the first team since Kansas City in 2003 to open the season with 9 straight wins. They scored 10 runs on 10 hits and held Oakland to just 1 hit for a second straight 11-0 shutout. Tampa Bay has outscored their opponents by an eye-opening 75-18. After their first 9 games, the Rays' offense leads all of baseball in runs, 75, and home runs, 24. They also have a .289 team average, which is second overall. Shortstop Wander Franco is 11th in the majors with a 1.157 ops, and his 4 home runs are tied for second most. He has hit safely in all but one game. The heat gets hotter for the Rays with each win that they pick off. So far, they have handled it like any other Floridian staked with strong AC and a roof over their head. This will be their first series against a division foe, which usually kicks things up a notch. Boston is surely looking to prove that they will be a part of the mix in the East this season, and this is a great chance for them to put some on early notice. Tampa Bay took 9 of 10 from the Sox at home last season, sweeping them twice, including a 4-game series. The Red Sox have had their troubles at the Trop in recent years, going 7-19 in their last 26 games there. Tampa Bay is on a roll, and who are we to get in the way of that? Take the Rays on the money line. I would jump all over this one given how both offenses have performed this season. But the starting pitchers in this game also play a pivotal role in which way we are leaning. Over the last 10 meetings, Pivetta has started 3 times with the over going 2-1 and an average combined score of 8.7 runs per game. And that includes a 1-run game. The Rays hit the Sox starter up pretty well last season, and they are currently on fire, so I expect them to do it once again in this matchup. Then we have Beeks making his first start of the season, though likely with only a few innings max. Regardless, his numbers versus Boston have not been strong, having allowed 15 runs over 25 innings against them. Look for some early blood in the water and for the offenses to chomp. The over is 4-0 in the Sox last 4 versus an AL East opponent and is 4-0-1 in the Rays last 5 overall. Take the over. San Diego Padres vs New York Mets. The Padres are 5-0 in Darvish's last 5 road starts, with a total set at 7.0 to 8.5, and the Mets are 0-4 in Scherzer's last 4 home starts. New York is also 0-4 in its last 4 games against a team with a winning record. San Diego will win straight up on Monday evening, beating a Mets team that's been inconsistent to start the 2023 season. The Padres got off to a slow start but proved they're ready for primetime in Atlanta. With Darvish on the mound, South Dakota will feel comfortable on the road, knocking around an off-balance Scherzer for a couple of early runs. After that, it will expose the Mets bullpen, while Darvish will last long enough to give San Diego's bullpen a more manageable workload. Bet on the visitors to take Game 1 of this highly anticipated series between National League Championship contenders. Our team pick is Padres money line. Neither team has been hitting into double plays to begin the season, as San Diego has hit into 6 double plays, while New York is right behind them at 5, and that is in the lower half of the MLB stats. Max Scherzer has not looked too well on the mound, as he has allowed 4 home runs in 11.1 innings this year, and this Padres team has a lot of pop. The over has hit in 4 of the last 5 Padres games, with a total set at 7.0 to 8.5, as well as hitting in 6 of the previous 7 Mets games against teams with a winning record, so go with over 7 runs here. Our total pick is over 7 runs.